Welcome to the Sunday video of Unfold Data Science, friends. Today is Sunday, hence no technical discussion. Let us talk something else, okay? So treat yourself as my data science consultant, and I am the owner of a business called XYZ Business. So what all business areas you will help me in as a data scientist if I reach you for the consulting? So any business, I am not telling you the nature of this business, I am not telling you whether it is pharma or whether it is retail or whether it's manufacturing or whether it's finance. Any business can have at least these areas where data science, machine learning or AI can be applied. We can do social media analytics, we can do customer analytics, we can have marketing analytics, we can do financial and supply chain analytics. These are some of the core business areas which almost all the businesses have, and data science, AI and ML can be used on these areas. Why is this discussion important? As a data scientist, many a times businesses will want you to sit with them and discover what can be the possible use cases where data science, AI can be used and that can be beneficial for business. As you grow in data science, as you move up the ladder, it will be expected from you that you use your own experience and then suggest what all business areas can utilize data science and AI. Also, there are many people who are asking me what projects should go in their resume. So I want them to also have a very wide understanding of what different use cases can be done on all these different subject areas. Welcome to Unfold Data Science. This is Aman here and I am a data scientist. In this video, we will pick one of these. This is also not an entire list. There can be many. But to start with, I will pick customer analytics, okay? And then we will discuss what all different use cases, irrespective of the industry for now, okay? Irrespective of the industry, what all different use cases can be possible in the area of customer analytics. Let's try to understand that with some example. So when we talk of customer analytics, that customer can be a bank, retail bank customer, that customer can be a superstore customer, that customer can be a cable, somebody who takes a cable connection or somebody who takes a mobile connection. All of us are customers to someone, right? So what all different use cases comes to your mind when I say customer analytics? Let me write here some of the famous customer analytics use cases so that you will be able to relate, okay? So the very first thing I want to discuss here is segmentation, okay? So what is segmentation? Now you watch, let's say 10 movies in a month, okay? You go to movie theater and watch 10 movies in a month. I watch one movie in a month. There are people who might be watching 5 movies in a month. Similarly, when I buy movie tickets, I might be buying in the range of, let's say, 100 rupees to 200 rupees. Somebody else is buying in the range of 500 rupees to 600 rupees. So based on different behavior of the customer, based on the purchase power of the customer, based on the visit frequency of the customer, based on all these attributes, we try to create different buckets of customer, okay? So to give you some examples, when we do segmentation of, let us say, Amazon customers, okay, then there can be a bucket saying young tech savvy, correct? Young tech savvy. Now who will be these guys? These guys will be someone who are very much into technology things, who who are keen in purchasing the new mobile phones with latest features. There can be people who are less frequent buyers, right? For example, people who wait for sale to come and then they purchase. There can be other bucket saying, sale waiting people, just a name I'm giving. So these are different buckets. Now what is the use that business can make of these buckets? Business cannot create an individual strategy for each of the customers that Amazon has, but business can create an strategy at bucket level. So this is bucket 1, this is bucket 2. Let us say there are 5 buckets of customers. So business can create a strategy for each similar behaving bucket. So this process is called segmentation or bucketing. This is one use case that can be done across the industry, in all the industry, whether it is manufacturing or pharma or retail. Segmentation of customer can be done. This is one. Second, what else we can do? We can do something called as attrition analysis, right? So what is attrition analysis? Attrition analysis is something like, I am a Vodafone customer now, tomorrow I switch to Airtel. So there are few things I don't like about Vodafone, for example, and I change to Airtel, my mobile connection. So I am an attrition customer for Vodafone. Similarly, if you take other industry example, for example, somebody was a consumer of some particular type of mobile. Now that particular mobile they are not using now, they use some other mobile phone. Somebody was a Amazon customer mostly, they are now Flipkart customer. So this is called attrition. Lot of analysis can be done on attrition. Most of you would have heard of churn modeling and these kind of things. That is attrition analysis itself. So what is the objective here? We try to understand why people are leaving and then try to capture that. We try to give them offers, we try to retain them. This is another use case in customer analytics side. What is the third thing that we can do in customer analytics side? All these are customer based. If you see, there can be something known as next best offer. What is next best offer? So Aman goes to superstore and purchases product of, let's say, 1500 rupees every Sunday, 1500 INR. Okay, so next Sunday also Aman will come and purchase product worth 1500, let's say 10% more or less than this. So let us club an offer where we say that, you know what, if you purchase 1500, if you purchase 2000 rupees, then this is what you will get. This is the next best offer, what you can give to a customer apart from what the regular consumption behavior is. Based on that, what is the next thing that you can offer? Okay, what is the fourth thing? The fourth thing can be very simple as RFM scoring. So what is the meaning of RFM scoring? RFM stands for recency, frequency and monetization. What is recency? Recency is, when was the last time Aman visited this store or this store? When was the last time Aman visited Amazon? When was the last time Aman came into this shop? That is recency. Frequency, how many times Aman goes to that shop in a week, in a month, in an year? How many times Aman visits Flipkart, Amazon in a week, in a month, in an year? What is monetization? Monetization is what is the average basket size of Aman. So is Aman a $10 guy or $1000 guy? That gives the monetization. When we combine all three scores together, then each customer will have one score against them. I may have a score of, let's say, 700, you may have of 750. So you are more valuable customer to the business than me. Okay, so this fits very well to the retail and FMCG scenario. If you see, this is another use case that can be done on customer analytics side. What next? There are many actually. So there is something called CLTV model. What is CLTV? CLTV tells you customer lifetime value. So I give you the example of attrition analysis. Aman changes from Vodafone to Airtel. Okay, what happens if by doing something I can retain Aman? So let us say Aman pays 500 rupees per month as a mobile bill. So if Aman pays 500 rupees per month till the lifetime, then how much money will I get from Aman is the customer lifetime value. Now let us say Vodafone gets from Aman 1 lakh rupees. For example, I am saying 1 lakh rupees. In that case, if my lifetime value to Vodafone is 1 lakh rupees, then Vodafone will not bother in spending 1000 rupees on me. So Vodafone will give me 1000 rupees free coupon or something like that, Amazon Prime membership, all those things. So this is called customer lifetime value model or analysis. There can be many more. I have just listed 5 or 6. Now this type of analysis can be done on mostly all the industry segments on their customers. So every time you think of what analytics can be done on customer side, these are some of the main ones. Also, if you are planning to put something in your resume related to customer analytics, you can put one of these. I have not discussed about the machine learning techniques for this. There can be many techniques. Okay, we can discuss it later in other videos, but my intention here is to give you a clear thought process on what all different analytics can be done. So this is on customer. You can think of marketing. I'll definitely create a video on different areas like supply chain, what can be done, social media, what can be done, marketing, what can be done, inventory optimization, what can be done. All those things I will discuss in my upcoming videos. So I hope you like this video. If you have any doubts, write me in comment. I'll see you all in the next video. Till then, stay safe and take care.